Okay, guys, you know what it is, guys. When you hear that sector, it's time to talk sport. Come on. And sport is what we got to do every time I come on the MIC. And that's what I'm here to do, okay? So if you're just listening to me, this is Sport Beats on Voice of the People. And now the 6.1 from Abuja. And I am your sport bishop, your magistrate, your pilot, your prophet, the professor, non so Renzechi. On the show today, guys, we'll be looking, of course, at everything happening across the sporting world. It's, come on, the big one. It is UEFA Champions League night. You heard me. Yes, UEFA Champions League. We're looking, of course, at big games coming up tonight. 3 final big games. We're talking about big games, I tell you. So just sit back and relax. We'll give you an update from the games coming down in the UEFA Champions League. Okay, games were played yesterday in the top leagues in Europe, especially the game in far away at the Craven Cottage, where one man, Harry Wilson, was the hero. We'll let you know how he did that. We'll touch down the camp of the various national teams from the China Eagles to the under 17 national team. Of course, not forgetting the 20 flying Eagles that did so well far away in Lome, Togo. The coach speaking. We'll talk about that as well. Bring you up speed from tennis. Yes, tennis, WTA, the Moselle Open. We'll bring you all the latest happenings as well from the transfer market and, of course, other sporting world across the globe. So, guys, sit back. It's going to be exciting, pulsating, interactive, fun-filled, and sporty-packed. Okay, without wasting much time, guys, you know how we do it. Let's throw the way to the local scene. Okay, before we go to the locals, don't forget, guys, come on, if you're watching me live right now on YouTube, please do like, share, subscribe, yes, and press the notification bell. I repeat, like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell, and of course, don't forget to drop your comment on any of the issues that ticks your fancy. We're here to discuss about it. I'm here to give your voices, your messages. Don't forget, you can also drop your messages on voice note to this number 0808-312-8618, 0808-312-8618, or 0700 010 961 961. Now let's go straight to the action quickly, and let's start off from a world of athletics, where we hear that an investigative committee set up by the then Minister of Sport Development, Senator John Owen Eno, on the negative exposure to Nigeria at the Paris Olympic has demanded compensation fee for favor of Philly. This was contained in the full report submitted to the Senator Eno, signed by the committee chairman, Dr. Mumini Alao. According to the committee, evidence revealed, however, that the Secretary General of the AFN, Mrs. Rita Mosondi, was negligent in her duty of communicating to the Ministry of Sport Development and the Nigerian Olympic Committee information about Favours Philly's event status in a reliable and timely manner. Ms. Mosondi should be penalized by the appropriate authorities. This was the statement in quote, conclusive evidence also revealed that the technical director of the AFM, Mr. Samuel Onikekun, demonstrated poor judgment by not reporting nor acting on information about the non-registration of his own athlete for Philly for the women's 100-meter event when he first got a hint of the rumor of Philly's situation might have been rescued if the technical director had reported or acted immediately on the information he had received. Mr. Onikekun should be sanctioned by the board of AFN, of which he is a member. The Athletic Federation of Nigeria, AFN, by various implications, should pay the athletes Favour Philly a symbolic compensation of 8 million naira. Only, that is $5,000 US dollars, for disappointment and depression that she suffered on account of her omission from the women's 100 meters event at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Mr. Samuel Fadele and Mr. Emmanuel Mweri of the Nigerian Olympic Committee, NOC, should be warned not to rely on social media application as a means of important information communication in the future. Physical document or email remains the acceptable standard for official communication. And now to volleyball, where we hear that the first ever Kwara Beach volleyball tournament is set for December the 27th to 28, 2024 at the Waterview Park in Ilori, Kwara State. Announced by Derek Kuti, media assistant to the Nigeria Volleyball Federation President Engineer Musa Nimroid, the event aims to promote the sport and discover new talent. The tournament will provide a vital platform for athletes to showcase their skill and passion. Kuti said at a press conference on November 4, 2024. The competition welcomes participants from military and paramilitary organizations, as well as students from tertiary institutions, fostering camaraderie among diverse groups. Key collaboration include the Kwara State Volleyball Association, Nigeria Volleyball Referee Association, Kwara State, University of Ilori, Kwara State Sport Commission, and the Ministry of Youth Development. Kuti emphasized that the need for partnership with investors to enhance the tournament and promote beach volleyball in Nigeria. He also encouraged the Sport Writers Association of Nigeria, SWAN, in Kwara State to help publicize the event and raise community awareness. Additionally, Kuti congratulated Engineer Musa Nimrod on his recent appointment as president of the CAVB Beach Volleyball Commission, highlighting its significance to the Nigerian sport community. And out of football we go, and let's go straight all the way to Dominican Republic, where North Korea women on the 17 women's team, North Korea women on the 17 team, I beg your pardon, have won the latest edition of the FIFA World Cup tournament after beating Spain in the penalties at the Estadio Felix Sanchez Santo Domingo in Dominican Republic. The La Roja girls of Spain lost 2 of their 3 kicks, while their counterpart from North Korea missed only 1 kick out of the 5 played. Hence, the penalty kicks ended 3-4 in favor of North Koreans. Penalty shootout took place after a 1-0 draw at full time of the game. The two teams have the highest titles in this category. North Korea won in 2008 and 2018, was runners-up in 2012 and placed 4th in 2010 and quarterfinal in 2014. Spain lost the opportunity to win the trophy 3 times in a row, having won back-to-back, that is twice in 2018 and last edition in India 2022. Spain got the silver medal in 2014, bronze twice in 2010 and 2016, meaning Spain has the highest record. It was announced that the next tournament will take place in Morocco next year, with 24 teams expected to participate instead of the current 16 teams. We stay with the Under-17 World Cup, where despite their exit at the Under-17 Women's World Cup at the quarterfinal stage, talking about the Flamingos, Nigeria Under-17 team, were honored with FIFA Fair Play Trophy at the 2024 Under-17 Women's World Cup in the Dominican Republic. According to FIFA, the award recognizes the team that exemplifies exceptional sportsmanship and respect both on and off the field throughout the tournament. Nigeria's run on this title ended with a 2-0 defeat to USA on October the 26th. However, the dedication to fair play and strong competitive spirit earned them a high praise, underscoring their commitment to the values of the sport. The team had an impressive start during the group stages, beginning with a 4-1 win over New Zealand, followed by a 4-0 victory against Ecuador. In the final group game, they secured a 1-0 victory over host Dominican Republic. Advanced to the knockout round, tournament wrapped up on Sunday with Korea DPR claiming the title by defeating Spain 4-3 in penalty shootouts and 1-1 draw. Though Nigeria under 17 team did not take the championship, their exemplary conduct and commitment to fair play remains a commendable achievement. And now, of course, let's go to, let's talk about a bit about the Super Eagles of Nigeria, where the federal government, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, has denied reports that some Nigerians have been harassed in Libya following CAF ruling on Libya versus Nigeria 2025 African Nations Cup qualifier. Record that CAF awarded 3 points and 3 goals to the Super Eagles and fined Libya Football Federation the sum of $50,000 for maltreating the Nigerian contingent in 2025 AFCON qualifier. Based on this, recent reports have it that Nigerian in the country were facing harassment by Libyan authorities following the verdict by CAF, which indicted the Libyan FA for their ill treatment of the Nigerian team, an official while in Libya for a Nations Cup qualifying game. In response, the ministry had released a statement on Sunday signed by its spokesperson, Ambassador Eche Abu Obe, affirming that Nigerians residing in Libya remain safe and are able to conduct their daily activities without interference. The ministry emphasized its continued vigilance and readiness to protect Nigerian citizens abroad, underscoring the government's dedication to their well-being amid diplomatic development. And then let's go to the camp of the Chan Eagles. We go. We hear that the Super Eagles B team is set to welcome a 32-man roster for the second phase of their training camp ahead of the anticipated clash with Ghana in the Chan qualifiers in December. Yeah, don't forget the first phase ended last week, and of course you can see that of course the coach of the team is already working hard to ensure that things change, even the tides change as well. We hear from reports we gathered is that most players have received notification of their invitation and will join the Super Eagles B crew soon. Some players in the latest squad include Remo Stars goalkeeper Kayode Bankole, Lobby Stars Saw Kumanga, and OC Martens. Experienced winger Bernardo Foke joins the squad alongside Anyekeme Okon and Obong Friday from Rivers United on the 23-star with prior national team experience from Water FC. Dominion Ohaka is also called up to the squad. Other players include Canopilas trio of Abiam Nelson, Aminu Adams, and Sudias Alibaba. The selected players are expected to report to camp for intense preparation as the team seek to secure victory in the upcoming qualifiers. The training camp will be led by coach Fidelis Lechuku and Daniel Ogumodede as Austin Carezo Eguavon goes on an assignment outside the country. And also some cherry news, too, talking Nigerian football, this time to cadet level. Talking about the future Eagles. We had the Nigerian Football Federation, the NFF, begin the second phase of the NFF FIFA Talent Development Scheme, TDS, on Monday, the 4th of November 2024, with the 40 national under 15 boys team, otherwise known as the Future Eagles. We hear the periodic campaign is part of NFF FIFA grand plan to sustain the game as the most popular sport in the world. The NFF and FIFA Talent Development Scheme, TDS, is gathering of the best of elite academy players in the country where they have been exposed to the rudiments of the game under the tutelage of the national youth coaches. The NFF stated that the first phase of the total of 120 players, of which a total of successful 40 players have been drawn from 120 into the camp to continue their second phase as 80 players failed to impress. All the invited players are expected to resume the Abuja camp yesterday. They resumed yesterday, Monday the 4th November 2024, and the camp will last for a week as the camping exercise will end on Sunday the 10th November 2024. This was contained by an invitational letter sent to the invited players, signed by Jibril Nasiru, NFF and FIFA Talent Development Scheme, TDS, lead in Nigeria. Some players on the list are, we have Rahim Moyin Oluwa, Saludin of Borouge FA, Favor Bitrus of Relentless FA, Duru Chigozi of Superstars FA, Uyo Wisdom Boniface of Adoration FA, among others. And let's talk some Flying Eagles, where we hear that despite winning the 2024 WAFU Under-20 Championship in Togo, the head coach of the Nigerian Flying Eagles, Aliyu Zubairu, has pointed out his team's weakest spot. The Nigerian side started the competition on losing note, but came back strongly to clinch the trophy at the expense of Ghana in the final. The Academy Warriors coach said he was dissatisfied with the team's backline. I was dissatisfied with our defense. We conceded goals consistently. This vulnerability cannot be overlooked on a larger scale. I had just 37 days from my appointment to the WAFU B tournament, and we retained only 3 players from the previous squad, necessitating that the recruitment of new talent. This is what he was speaking to the Swan team from Kwara State. We'll see if he can stop that flurry of conceding crazy goals when they head out for the CAF Under-20 African Cup of Nations. Don't forget, if you are watching us on our YouTube, please do like, share, and subscribe. A very important like, share, and subscribe. And of those, like I said, you can drop in your comments of all the things we discussed so far. Drop those comments on our YouTube page or send us an SMS or WhatsApp message to these numbers. WhatsApp voice note as well, or WhatsApp call. I'll take those ones too. 0808 312 8618, 0808 312 8618, or 0700 010 961. 961. Without wasting much time, guys, let's head out to the foreign scene. Okay, let's begin all the way from tennis. Let's start off from one lady who is having a very wonderful time. Her name is Aryna Sabalenka. She became the first player to secure a semi-final spot at the WTA finals as she defeated a resilient Jasmine Paolini in straight set. Top seed Sabalenka won 6-3, 7-5 in a victory that also confirmed Elena Rybakina's elimination from the season-ending tournament in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Earlier on Monday, Kazakhstan, Rybakina was beaten 7-6, 3-6, 6-1 by Olympic champion Zheng Qinwen for her second defeat at the finals, and required a Paolini victory to keep her hopes alive. With a gritty win over the Italian, which saw her save 2 points, put Sabalenka one step close to sealing a maiden WTA final title, as well as the year-end world #1 ranking. In the other group, we hear the orange group. We hear Jessica Pegula will face Barbara Krikova today before defending champion Igor Swiatek taking on Coco Gauff. More tennis, we hear that Cameron Norrie secured his first win on the ATP Tour since July as he came from behind to beat Roberto Cabela Buena at the Moselle Open in Mainz. British number 2 Norrie fought back from a set down and a breakdown to win 3-6, 6-4, 6-3 in a roller coaster match against the Spaniard. It marks the first tour victory since beating Josef Kovalik in the first round of the Swedish Open nearly 4 months ago. A forearm injury led to Norrie missing several tournaments over the summer, including the Olympics and the US Open before he returned last month. We had 29-year-old ranked 57 in the world will play Bulgarian third seed Griko Dimitrov in the second round of Wednesday. Norway, Kasparov and Russian top seed and Rublev are in action in the French city on today as they seek to secure places at the season-ending ATP finals, which start on Sunday in Turin. With 3 places up for grab, Novak Djokovic currently ranked 6th, Ruud 7th, Alex de Minaur 8th, Rublev 9, the remaining contention. Djokovic is now not playing this week, having withdrawn from last week's Paris Masters, while de Minaur is top-seeded at the Serbian Open. Before we take you to football, guys, let's go to the NBA games were played early hours of this morning. And, of course, so many games played. These are the results of the games played early hours of this morning. We saw the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Milwaukee Bucks 116-114. In the NBA, Washington Wizards lost to the Golden State Warriors 112-125. The Detroit Pistons defeated the LA Lakers 115-103. The Celtics 93-123. The Brooklyn Nets beat the Memphis Grizzlies 106-104 in that encounter. Huge victory, I can tell you, in that one for, of course, the Brooklyn Nets. In that, the Chicago Bulls were beaten by the Utah Jazz 126-135. The Houston Rockets defeated the New York Knicks 109-97. The Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Charlotte Hornets 114-93. The Oklahoma City Thunder defeated the Orlando Magic 102-86. The Pelicans lost to the Portland Trail Blazers 118. The Dallas Mavericks were beaten by the Indiana Pacers 127-134. The Nuggets beat the Raptors 121-119. The Phoenix Suns were better than the 76ers 118-116. And of course, the LA Clippers beat the San Antonio Spurs 113-104. And out of football we go. We start off all the way from Scotland, where we head out Scotland. Welcome back a host of regulars, including big character John McGinn for the Nations League match against Croatia and Poland. Scott McKennie, Jack Hendry, Greg Taylor, Lawrence Shankland, and Tommy Conway also returns. This is the first selection for Ipswich Town goalkeeper Karen Stickler, who has 17 caps for under 21 level, and uncapped Rangers midfielder Conor Barron retains his place after a late call-up for a goalless draw at home to Portugal. Che Adams is included despite limping off out of Torino's defeat by Fiorentina on Sunday. Croatia visit Hampton Park on 15th of November, while the campaign ended in Warsaw 3 days later. Croatia prop up Group A1 with 1 point, with 4 games, with the 3 behind Poland, who won 3-2 in Glasgow in the opening round of games. Sad news for Arsenal fans, but it is what it is, as Edu has resigned his role from the Arsenal sporting director. The Brazilian joined the Gunners as technical director in the summer of 2019 before being promoted to sporting director in November 2022. Edu, who is 46, played for Arsenal between 2001 and 2005 and won 2 league titles, with one coming as part of the invincible team of 2003-2004. And the former midfielder was heavily involved in the bringing of manager Mikel Arteta to the club, with Arsenal winning the FA Cup at the end of Arteta's first season in charge. While Major Silverware has eluded them since, working along the Spaniard, Edu has been widely credited with helping the team transform the club back into genuine title challengers. So unfortunately for him, he has ended. Unfortunately, he's left Arsenal, and wait and see what next for Edu. To Spain we go, where we hear that the football in Spain should have been suspended after the flash flood that killed more than 215 people in Valencia region. This according to Real Madrid manager Don Carlo Ancelotti. A Real trip to Valencia and Villarreal game against Rayo Vallecano in the La Liga on Saturday was postponed after a request by La Liga to the Royal Spanish FA. However, 6 top flight matches went ahead at the weekend. 6 Copa del Rey games featuring La Liga club including Valencia were postponed last week after authorities advised against non-essential travel in the area. On Monday, the RFF postponed the 5 Copa del Rey matches again after several clubs from Valencia requested a second postponement. But the word of Ancelotti said, football is a party. You can only celebrate and party when you and your family and everybody is well. When people are not well, you don't party. Football has to stop because it's the most important. It is the most important of the least important things in life. But we are not the decision makers. We have to follow the instruction of those who are in charge. There are many ways to help. Football has to stop and then help. Everyone has to be clear about it. Nobody wanted to play. The words of Carlo Ancelotti. For Atletico Madrid manager Diego Simeone, he said it made no sense for games to have gone ahead during the weekend, and Barcelona Hans Flick said he would have cancelled them. For Real Madrid, they're in action today. They play similar in the Champions League group stage and they're hoping to reignite their season. They are 9 points adrift Barcelona in this Peninsula Liga. We'll come to the Champions League, but for now, let's go to the Premier League where we hear that substitute Harry Wilson stunned Brentford with 2 injury time goals as Fulham came from behind to snatch the points at Craven Cottage. Brentford Vitaly Yane had earlier scored a superb opener volley of winning the inning match, powering his shot from 25 yards in the first half. But Wilson came on with 8 minutes remaining and acrobatically flicked the ball with the outside of his foot over goalkeeper McFlecken to score his first stopping low to head into the shocker winner in the 97 minutes. Fulham had deserved something from the game for their performance, starting strongly, but had to wait to the dying moment to get a 2-1 victory at the Craven Cottage. Okay, full result of games played, a different match venue. We start off from the Premier League. Fulham 2, Brentford 1, and the Spanish La Liga. Celta Vigo defeated Getafe by goal to 0 in this Italian Serie A. Empoli were 1-0 better than Como. Parma were beaten at home by Genoa by goal to 0, and of course Lazio beat Cagliari by 2 goals to 0. The FA Cup round 1, Chesham United lost to Lincoln City by 2 goals to 0. And of course, the Turkish Super Liga, we saw Samsunspor beat Antalyaspor by 2 goals to 0. The Portuguese Premier League, Nacional defeated Santa Clara by 2 goals to 0 in that encounter. And then finally, in the Asian Champions League, Al Wal played a 1-0 with Al Sadd. Al Alif beat Al Shota by 5-1 in that encounter. And Persepolis played a 1-0 with Al Garafa, and Al Hilal defeated Altez Gali by 3 goals to 0. And now to the Champions League we go. Champions League football is back, I tell you. And that's the big one. 3 massive games coming up tonight. It is Real Madrid versus AC Milan, Sporting versus Manchester City. And of course, don't forget the one that happens at Anfield, the return with Setting Alonso, where Liverpool will host Bayer Leverkusen. Let's look at those games, starting from the game against Celtic, where the Celtic manager Brendan Rodgers is looking forward to another brilliant challenge against a top team like RB Leipzig when they visit in the Champions League. Celtic go into Thursday's tie with 4 points from the 3 outings, while the German side are yet to get off the mark following defeat to Atletico Madrid, Juventus, and Liverpool. The visitors have been very strong in the Bundesliga, though they are just 3 points behind leaders Bayern Munich after 9 games in that encounter. From the team news we hear, where Celtic are at full strength, no injury worries. Liam Scale and Greg Taylor pushing for starts after being used from the bench at the weekend. Callum McGregor is also has already returned from an abductor problem. But for RB Leipzig, they'll be without playmaker Xavi Simon through injury alongside David Room, Xavi Shangler, and Castello Lukeba. In the game between Liverpool and Bayer Leverkusen, one man says he focused on the game and not the emotion of an Anfield return. Let's talk about Xabi Alonso. This one Bayern Munich would face old club Liverpool on Tuesday's Champions League battle. He says there is no time for tourism as he battled away multiple questions about his league with Real Madrid. Alonso led Leverkusen to one of their all-time great seasons in last season, only losing 1 game in all competition. Won the Bundesliga, their first ever Bundesliga, and Bayern Munich's 11 years dominance of the league, only losing in the Europa League final to a certain Atlanta team. Okay, from the news we hear no much injury worries for both teams. Liverpool keeper Cam Gallagher is really ready to go. Zoom out is Alisson, but apart from that, there is no issue. As Alonso on his emotional return. For Sporting, one man is in the news for all the really good reason when they play Manchester City. His name is Ruben Amorim. You know him so well. Yes, he says that Man United fans may think that the new Alex Ferguson era has arrived if his team beat Man City on Tuesday, that is today. He says they may think the Ferguson era has arrived. Amorim has just 2 games more as Sporting head coach before taking over at Old Trafford, including the Champions League match against a new team rival. If the result is very negative, expectation will drop. I don't think that's a bad starting point when you begin at Manchester United. If we win, they will think the next Alex Ferguson has arrived, which is very difficult to maintain. I'm fully aware that I'm going to be judged as a manager on this game, and only on this game, and I realize that people can take from the depending of this result. Ferguson won 38 trophies during his 26 years at United before retiring in 2013. He is leaving this role as club ambassador at the end of the season. Wait and see how things pan out for Sporting. They are on good form. They've won 14 of their past 15 games in all competition, only losing the Portuguese Super Cup this season. So far, it's a fantastic start. Can they get one against Manchester City? We'll wait and see. So these are the games from the Champions League, guys. We have PSV Eindhoven will take on Girona. Early kickoff 6:45. Slovan Bratislava will take on Dynamo Zagreb 6:45, and then 9 p.m. you have Bologna take on AS Monaco. Borussia Dortmund vs Sturm Graz. Celtic vs RB Leipzig. Lille will take on Juventus. Liverpool vs Bayer Leverkusen. It's Real Madrid vs AC Milan. Sporting will take on Manchester City. And of course, in the Championship, talking about the English Championship, you have Bristol City vs Sheffield United. Oxford United will take on Hull City. QPR, that is Queen's Park Rangers, will take on Middlesbrough. Sheffield Wednesday vs Norwich City. Plymouth Argyle will take on Portsmouth. And of course, Southampton City will take on Watford. In the Asian Champions League, you have Paktoka Tekens vs Arayan, and Al Nassr will take on Al Ain. One game will be played in, of course, the Copa del Rey. It is Chiclana vs Osasuna. I said, if you're watching, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell so that anytime we come up, you are part of the show. I repeat, like, share, subscribe so that you can be a major part of this party. Like, share, subscribe, very important. And don't forget to drop your comments on all the issues we discussed so far on the show. And before we go, let's give you some transfer gist to wet your day. And where else we go to? Let's start off from Inter Milan, where we can let you know Inter Milan and Barcelona move for Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez is something that could happen very, very soon. We hear that Inter Milan and Barcelona are plotting a swap for Chelsea and at the time midfielder Enzo Fernandez, whose future at Stamford Bridge look increasingly unclear. We had Arsenal have identified Newcastle forward Alexander Isak as their top transfer target, although the Magpies will demand a fee of about £100 million for the Swedish international. We had Manchester United are keen on Sporting winger Giovanni Oquenda, the 17-year-old with the Portuguese under 21 international, also interested in Manchester City, Liverpool, and Juventus. And one man who's in the news is the sacked Man United boss, Erik ten Hag, did not want to buy Netherlands forward Josh Zirkzee from Bologna in the summer and was furious when £36.5 million signing arrived for training a stone overweight. Tottenham Hotspur are interested in Netherlands for midfielder Tijani Ryder, but do not think they will be able to price him away from AC Milan in January. Where Chelsea will not consider selling defender Benoit Badiashile, with the French defender considered part of their long-term plan. Bayern Munich are considering a move for Eintracht Frankfurt forward Omar Mamouche, with Liverpool also interested in 25-year-old Egypt international. For high-flying Nottingham Forest, we hear they would like to take Bayern Munich winger Mathieu Theo on loan, but the French under-21 international has no plans of leaving Bavarian this summer. Emerge as a surprise to take over from under pressure manager Ivan Juric if Roma decides to part way with the Croc. How that one pans out for Man United, they will give new head coach Ruben Amorim a say before making contract decision on players approaching the end of their deals. We had Aston Villa close to agreeing a bumper new contract with English forward Morgan Rogers. He was on target in a 4-1 loss to Tottenham Hotspur last weekend.